Yet another game where, just like against Everton, it should be 2 points dropped, but instead everybody's talking about it like it's a point saved because we scored at the very end of the game to tie it up. It's so frustrating to watch. And if you hear noises, but stuff going on over there, just don't listen to it. But seriously, I don't understand why Gus can't get what the problem is. I'm watching, my dad is watching, we're both watching and seeing exactly what it is, talking about it the entire... It's Mikel. He's still out there, game after game, playing the whole 90 minutes and doing nothing. I guess he's pretty much playing for Man U as much as he gives the ball away to him. It's so ridiculous to watch. I don't understand how everybody else in the world can see it, but the manager cannot. And it's not just Mikel. It's the whole lineup. Going again with Mikel and Matic. So you're going with the two center defensive mids again. You're going with Fabregas up in the center attacking mid again, which he does not play there. Whenever we have him up there, he drops back, and we pretty much have three center defensive mids. And then you're going Oscar and Willian out wide again, and no Hazard. Everything I read going into this match, Hazard was saying, I'm 100% fit, I'm ready to go, and he's not even there. He's on the bench again. This is a home game against Manchester United, who's not been playing that well. We need to go win. And the fact that we're not, the fact that we just keep just going out game after game and just kind of eking our way through it, either with a draw or with a 1-0 win, is very frustrating to see. And it makes me wish we could just get the new manager in right now. Because, honestly, in this game and the one against Everton, I never want to see them lose. But near the end of the game when they're down a goal, and it's the last minute of the game, or it's going into stoppage time, both of those games, this one and Everton, I was almost like, okay, so, yeah, it's a loss, but you know what, maybe Gus will finally, he'll finally understand what's going on, he'll finally be able to make some changes off of it, and then they score a late-minute equalizer and nothing changes. And it's frustrating. It's so frustrating to see week after week, nothing changing. Same exact formation against Watford, where we should have gone and won, and we tied 0-0. Same thing in this one. Same lineup, and guess what? We tie 1-1. Congratulations, 2 points dropped. The positive thinkers will look at this and say, oh, but we haven't lost a game under Hiddink. The realistic thinkers, we've only won three games since Mourinho left. 2 games under Hiddink. We beat Crystal Palace, we beat Arsenal, but we've tied Watford twice, Man U twice, Everton and West Brom at home. So how can we not see what the problem is? How can we not get this problem fixed? Why is this taking so long to change stuff around? Why isn't Hiddink changing anything? I don't know. I see what the problems are, and I see where it comes from. It's obviously Hiddink not making these decisions. When he brings Hazard on, taking Oscar off, who's actually playing pretty well, and not taking Mikel off. And then, in fact, right after the Oscar Hazard switch, Mikel boots the ball straight up in the air. Zuma goes after it, and Fellaini gave him a nudge, so yellow card, but nothing there. Anyway, but Zuma goes for it after Mikel just kicks it straight up in the air and gets injured. So now you have to sub Zuma off, bring Pedro on, take off Matic. Really? Matic. You've got Matic and Mikel. Matic is tall and strong and winning balls in the air. He beats Fellaini in the air several times. He's defending pretty well. He's getting forward well. He's using the ball. He's passing. He's doing all of this. You're going to take him off and leave Mikel on. There's no reason for that. There's no logical explanation for why you would take off Matic and leave Mikel on. The only thing I can think of is that Mikel is paying Hiddink. He's bribing him with money to let him play more. That's the only thing I can think of. It's the only reason why Hiddink would possibly continue to play him over Matic. Second game in a row now that we've been looking for a win, you take off Matic and leave Mikel on. Are you an idiot? Probably. And the stuff he's been saying about Mikel makes me believe that even after these 2 games where Mikel has been terrible, giving away the ball when he has it, standing around instead of marking, pressuring, all of that stuff that you do on defense, he's there. He's just a cone on the field. He's not actually defending. And then, like I said, whenever he has the ball, he loses it. He tries to dribble and then loses it. He tries to pass, and it's a terrible pass, and then lose it. And nothing that I've seen, nothing that I've heard has convinced me that he's anywhere near being on the bench. Because Gus calls him the glue that holds our team together. So obviously, Gus sees something in him that nobody else in the entire world can see. And the fact that Hiddink is going to be the manager till the end of the season, it gives me no hope for the rest of the season, to be honest. I don't see any way. I thought before that it would be a good idea to just get to the top half of the table, finish top half of the table. That would be an accomplishment. That would be good. That means we had a good run of games. We were able to string some runs together, some wins together, and get up to the top half of the table. That would be a good result. I would be okay with that, especially after the poor first half of the season that we had. But now that I'm watching, I'm just like, there's no way we're making it top half of the table. We're going to keep dropping all these points. Because a tie, you only get 1 point. Like, does he not realize this? Does he not realize that 1 point doesn't actually move you anywhere, especially when the teams around you are also getting a point or getting 3 points? Like, you can't move anywhere if you're just gaining 1 point per game. So that's my thoughts on Hiddink. He's not likely to change. If he does, great. Maybe he'll actually start going and pressing to try to win games, actually doing something to win games. But for now, I don't see things changing anytime soon. I expect to see Mikel in the next game. I expect to see Mikel and Matic with Fabregas up center attacking mid, which means Fabregas is going to drop out of position. We're only going to have 3 up, more like you're playing a 4-3-3. And even if we do win, it's not going to be convincing. It's going to be a eke by 1-0 win, because we can't do anything in this current situation. With this current lineup, with this current formation, there's no way we're going to be able to get anywhere close to looking like we were last season. So that's about it on Gus. As far as the rest of the team, the rest of the game, Courtois, I'm so happy we have him. If we did not have Courtois, it would have been 3-0 Man U, no doubt. He made several great saves. As far as the defense, still need. I know I said it last, and obviously with the transfer window shut, we can't do anything about it now. But we desperately need a fullback in the summer transfer window, because Ivanovic was just awful. Poor passes, poor crosses. Martial was just running all over him. He couldn't do anything to stop him. He needs to be gone. He needs to be gone. Because it's not good right now. Terry had a good game. Zuma, I thought, had a good game. A little bit panicky at times whenever like the ball's in the box. Instead of just calmly clearing it out, he has to swing at it, and now all of a sudden it's back to the middle or something. And then Dave, I thought, had a pretty good game. Not much he could do on the Lingard goal. He put as much pressure as he could have. Lingard just turned and hit it well. But overall, he shut down that side of the field pretty well. Matic, I think he's looking better. I think he's really starting to get back into the form that he was last season. He's holding up the ball really well. He won a couple good runs. And defensively, like I said, challenging well in the air. Defending very well, just shutting down the attack, doing a lot of what he did last season. But then you've got Mikel, who just... I've said my spiel on him. He's a cone. He does not deserve to be out there. Sell him, please, in the summer transfer window. Um, Up top, Willian, I thought played well, really well. Unfortunately, though, all of the things that he's doing, all of the good runs he's making, the passes that he's doing, it doesn't mean anything if you don't have other people up top with him to help him. Oscar played well until he got substituted. I don't know why, because he was moving the ball really well. Maybe a little bit slower than the last game, but he played pretty well. Fabregas being played out of position, disappointing. I'd prefer to see him in the center defensive mid so he can hit the hit the long balls, but can't really do much from that position. Costa obviously did well near the end, but overall not as good as he has been. A little too focused on the calls not going his way. Hazard came in, looked a bit better at times, but he needs to start because he needs to play his way into the game. He can't do anything if he's being subbed in the second half, especially if there's only 20 minutes left like last game. So I want to see him in more because he needs to get into the rhythm of the game before he can start to get going. Cahill came on for Zuma because he got hurt. Not much there. Just he was there, didn't do a whole lot. And then Pedro came on for Matic. Honestly, I think after the first couple games, Pedro kind of became a flop. He hasn't been playing enough really, but he's not the player that we need in that position. So I don't know what to do there, but as far as the team as a whole, the first half was terrible, mainly on the back foot, very defensive. And then second half of the first half played a lot better, more chances. Like I said, wish Hazard had been in there to help, because I feel like he would have been able to put away some of those chances or help put away some of those chances. And then second half, just until they scored the goal, pretty much nothing to report. Just awful all around. And then once they scored the goal, finally started pushing forward with some passion, and then got the goal. So, and then as far as the handball situation at the end of the first half, it's a handball. If it had been the hand here that was blocking his face, that would have been one thing, but he turned, and it was the hand down here that blocked the shot. So that should be handball, yellow card, possibly red for stopping a goal. But, what? Handball? He says yes. So that's pretty much it for this game. I'm really disappointed, especially because I feel like Gus now is still going to say, well, I only lost one game, being manager twice for Chelsea. But the truth is he hasn't done anything really to show me that he has what it takes to win games and get us where we need to be in the table. So, frustrating. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think needs to change? What do we need to do differently? Change of formation, change of players. Obviously, we want to see more youngsters if we can, but that's about it. So, leave a like and subscribe for more Chelsea content, and I'll see you at the next game. Peace out.